Hello, my dear students and viewers. Welcome back to my channel, Scorpio Class. So here is a very important, informative and useful video for all my dear viewers, especially those who are attending their board examination this year. Yes, my SSLC students, this video is more important for you all because it has the model question paper of the upcoming year of upcoming examination, and this is yes first language English model question paper set 2. Set 1 is already been uploaded in my channel, and the video link will also be shared in the I button above and at the end of the video. So do watch and also check the first model question paper. So let's get started. But before that, if you are watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of all the upcoming videos. So let's start. Yes, this model question paper set 2 of first language English. You have 100 marks paper, 3 hours 15 minutes duration. General is instructions for the candidate. You can just pause the video and read it if you want. And let's quickly move to the first main of the question paper, that is multiple choice question. So here you will find that all the grammar and objective questions are answered. So this is also an answer key for all the grammar questions here, and the literature questions, just the questions will be revised. And we have videos where we have all the chapters notes, so you can refer that, check my playlist and get the answers from there. So yeah, first main you have multiple choice questions on grammar. That's 6 mark, 1 mark each. 6 questions are there. So first question, dash parents have been asked to attend dash meeting tomorrow. So the most appropriate articles to be filled in the blanks are, so of course, the option A, the will be placed in both the blanks. The parents have been asked to attend the meeting tomorrow. Okay, now second question. I shall take the greatest care of the pie. The suitable tag to be added is, if the sentence is in positive, you need to write the negative question tag, and shall is the modal verb used here. So you can check out in the options, and it's option C, shan't I. The shan't I is the best suitable answer here. Option C is the correct answer. Now third question, the politician along with the newsman dash expected shortly. The correct form of verb to be used here is, so it is option A is the right answer, because we need to check the subject of the sentence. The subject is the politician, which is a singular. So of course you need to use a singular form of verb, that is. Okay, so that's why A is the right answer. Next, I heard the painting of the engine. The figure of speech used here is, so which figure of speech do you find here? You see that it's written, I heard the panting of the engine. Panting of the engine, panting is the quality of a human or animal. When they run and come, you pant. So yes, there's a comparison or a human quality given to a non living object, or you can also say that living quality is given to a non-living thing. So yes, that's personification. That is how you can figure out. So option C, personification, is the right answer. Moving to next question. The victim was apparently trying to dash when he was shot. The correct phrase that can be filled here is option A, get away. The victim was apparently trying to get away when he was shot. He was escaping, right? So this is the right option. Next, I request you to intimate dash me what he should do. So the appropriate preposition to be used here is option D, to. I request you to intimate me what he should do. So here we finish our first main, the grammar questions of MCQs. Now let's move to second main. Observe the relationship in the first pair of words and complete the second pair accordingly in the following. It's a 4-mark question, 4-mark main, 1 mark each. There are 4 questions. So this is also known as analogy, where you need to see the first pair of words to with what relation have they been given in this, with the same relation of the second word. You need to fill in the next blank. So labor is to laborious, is as decorate, is to decorative. Okay, it's an adjective which is used here. Okay, now male, mail, male. So this is again a homophone, you can say. So coarse, course. You can see the spelling. Check the spelling. There's difference in spelling, so these are homophones. Now, next is ransack, which means search. Startled, which is also meant as surprised. Visible, opposite is invisible. Continue, opposite is discontinue. Okay, so these are the answers for your second main. Moving to third main, rewrite as directed. So it's a 3 mark main, one question carries 1 mark each. So first question here is change the voice of the sentence. The cheetah was staring at the kid. Okay, so this is in active voice. You need to change it into other voice, that is passive voice. So the answer will be the kid was being stared at by the cheetah. The object will come first and the subject will be placed at the last. Okay, next question, frame a question to get the underlined words as answer. So the sentence is the old man was listening to the radio. Underlined words are to the radio. So you should frame a question in such a way that to the radio should come as an answer. So the question framed would be, what was the old man listening to? With the question mark, because you're framing a question. So this is your right answer. Now begin the sentence using hardly. As soon as he stood up to speak, the people started shouting. This is a sentence. You need to rearrange the sentence and start the sentence with the word hardly, but the meaning should not change. So, hardly had he stood up to speak when the people started shouting. So, this way you can frame it with starting word as hardly. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let's move on to the next main. So next main, here comes literature questions or textbook questions of the lessons. Answer the following questions in a sentence each. So it's 1 mark question. You have 4 questions in this main. Who had accompanied the girl to the railway station? Name the players who knew the match was a tie. Who opens the door when Jean goes to get the tart? When did the female bird return to the death scene? Okay. Next main, fifth main, answer the following questions in 2 or 3 sentences. It's 2 mark questions. You have 7 questions here. So the question here is, how did Pasteur solve the problem of the French wine growers? Next, what are the advertisers and marketing professionals working hard at? How did the female crane express her grief over the death of the male bird? Describe the scene briefly after Lochinvar won Ellen. The speaker seems to be irritated with his neighbor at the end of the poem Mending Wall. Why? Why had the doctor given the pirates the stockade and the treasure map? Give any 2 instances to show that Cyclops were uncivilized. Okay, so these are the questions. Now for answers, you can check my playlist where I have solved all the question answers of all the chapters, and there's a playlist made of SSLC Grade 10 English. Please refer that and you will get all the chapter wise answers over there. You can pick the answers from there as well. So yes, let's move to the next question. Next main, that is rewrite as directed. Again, it's a grammar question. Now here you have 3 questions, but it carries 2 mark each. Okay, so carefully attend listen to the question and observe the answers. Okay, so change the following sentence to the other 2 degrees of comparison. Okay, so the question would be given in 1 degree. Here the question is, Sanskrit is one of the oldest language in the world. So oldest, this specifies that this sentence is in superlative degree. Now you need to change in other 2, that means comparative and positive. Okay, there are 3 degrees. So comparative, how would you frame it? Sanskrit is older than many other languages in the world. So older, this word is specially used in comparative. So this is comparative degree. Now coming to positive, no other language is as old as Sanskrit in the world. So old, this is a positive word. This is a comparative degree, and this is oldest is used in superlative. Okay, so this is how you solve this. Coming to next question, change the following sentence into simple and complex. So that means the question is given in compound sentence, because we have 3 kinds of sentences again, simple, complex and compound. So question is, she is innocent. So she has appealed to the court. So this is compound because a conjunction is used here. Now to convert into other two sentences. So let's say complex sentence. She appealed to the court because she is innocent. Simple sentence. Being innocent, she has appealed to the court. Okay. So this is how you change. Now next question is change the following sentence to the reported speech. Now, this is in direct speech. You need to make it into indirect. So, Rita said the teacher came by car because she missed the bus. Now, how would you change into reported speech or an indirect speech? So, you will write Rita said that the teacher had come by car because she had missed the bus. So, there will be no punctuation, no inverted, and this part will be changed. The tenses will be changed. Okay. Now, next question. Again, we come to the textual questions. Answer the following questions in 5 to 6 sentences. It is 3-mark questions. You have 6 questions, and we can also see some internal choices here. So let's quickly read the question. How does Sir C.V. Raman describe the rain-fed tanks found in South India? Next, how does Basavanna, being a poor man, express his devotion to Lord Shiva? After the stolen boat experience, how was the poet disturbed? Toru Dutt brings out the values of loyalty and selfishness in the poem Bhutto. Explain. Narrate the incident that made Parasurama to pronounce a curse on Karna. Now, in 33rd question, you can see that there is or given. That means you have an option here. You can attempt any one from this both the questions. So let's read both the questions. Briefly explain the instances where the narrator tried to conceal his blindness. Or how does A.J. McDonnell humorously describe the running between the wickets? So there are 2 questions. Anyone you can attempt it for 33rd question. Next, important main again, explain with reference to context. You have 5 questions here, 3 marks each. It is all because of him. I'll soon see for myself if the pie is there or not. I want to see how it looks on it. Oh, grave, keep shut, lest I be shamed. That on the ashes of his youth doth lie. Okay, so these are sentences from different chapters. So you need to identify which chapter it is taken from or which poem it is taken from and under what instances it was said and by whom. So this will make your complete answer. It is reference to context. Now, next main, you have quote from memory. You have 2 stanzas from 2 different poems. The first and the last lines, words of the last lines are given. You can identify and you can just write any one of the poems because O or option is given over here. Okay. Next, again, let's move to the long questions. 7 to 8 sentences each. You have to answer in 7 to 8 sentences. It's a 4-mark question. Okay, you have 3 questions here. But you can see, yes, there are lots of choices here. But for question number 40, it's a compulsory question. Let's read it. Abraham Lincoln wants his son to learn the truth about the world. Write down any 8 such values mentioned in the poem. You have to mention 8 values mentioned in the poem Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Then you will earn the marks. So this is a compulsory question. There's no option. Now, question 41. Yes, you have an option. Any one you can attempt. Gandhiji says that a moral act depends on the intention of the doer. Support the statement with examples. Or, according to Cherry and Alexander, shopping centers have changed the lifestyle of Indians. Enumerate. So, out of this two, whichever you know the best, you can attempt it. Next, 42. What glimpses of Nazi cruelty did the Frank family experience in the concentration camp? Or describe the experiment that turned Pasteur's laboratory into a germ-producing factory. Okay, again, there are 2 questions. You can attempt any one. Now moving to next main, that is comprehension passage. You need to read the passage carefully and answer the questions. So again, you have it's a 4-mark main. Okay. You have 2-mark question each. You have 2 questions of 2 mark each. Describe the personality created by Charlie, whom everybody loved. Give 2 reasons to show that his early life was very sad. So this answers you will get it in this paragraph only, this comprehension. Just read it properly and thoroughly and you will get the answers. Okay. Now, next is your writing skill question. Write an essay of about 18 to 20 sentences on any one of the following topics. So there are two topics. You can choose any one topic and write the essay. First question is the impact of social media on students. Second is role of the newspaper. Out of these two, any one topic can be selected by you and you have to attempt that. Next is your letter writing. Imagine you are Ayan or Anthi of Government High School, Davangere. Okay, so being this, as the name is mentioned, you need to write a letter to your friend congratulating him or her on his success in the examination. Okay, so this is your informal letter because you're writing it to your friend. Or you have to write a letter to the area councillor to repair the street lights and clean the drainages in your area. So this is a formal letter because you're writing it to your counselor of your area. So it is going to be a formal one along with the subject and proper format. Okay, so both has format but slightly different. Okay, you have a subject and receiver's address to be written in formal letter, and in informal you just need to write the sender's address and you can start the letter without the subject as well. I hope you know the format of letter writing, right? So be very sure whichever question is easy for you, you can attempt that. So there's an option, anyone can be attempted. Okay. So here we come to the end of the sample model paper with this question. I hope this question paper and the grammar answers were helpful for you all. It will help you all to prepare for your examination. For more such videos, stay tuned and also look into for the answers in the channel playlist. And we'll be back soon with more such videos. Thank you.